And I want to introduce the team and just give you 2 minutes of your time. Ric Florell, Senior Vice President of Revenue Operations, been a big part of this from the very start. Ric, come on and join us, please. Chef Steve Jayson, obviously a very big part of this as well. We're going to ask these 2 gentlemen to just speak for a moment or two about the food and their journey, and I'll take a question. Thank you. So, Ric and Chef, please just give us a couple seconds.
Well, I'll jump in first. First of all, welcome. It has some exciting things going on today, but this is the really fun part. So I'm going to tell you about it, but you're going to be able to enjoy it as well. But just to tell you at the top, we are driven by authenticity. We do our research, learn the fiction, make sure it fits. And just to give you an idea, this is one of my 7 books. You see all the tabs, you see all the markings, that's everything that was a potential beverage, everything that was a potential food product, everything that was a potential elixir, you name it. It's all like this all the way throughout all the 7 books. So when we sat down and talked about what are we going to serve, we all got the original 3 words there. What are we going to serve? We're not the Leaky Cauldron. It is as authentic as it can possibly be. And we do a combination of what we have in the books as well as in the movies. For example, today we'll be showing you 4 different drinks that all came out of the movie The Prisoner of Azkaban. And they were actual props that were on the back wall in the Leaky Cauldron itself. And that's what drives us. That's what inspires us. In addition to that, the food is great. I'll let you make that determination, but we really are very, very prideful of our food. Not just the food, the ice creams. Hopefully you'll get a chance to taste it together at this point in time. The drinks, as I mentioned, and that's what drives us. That's what makes this place so special. Yeah.
All right, good morning. How's everybody? We're good? So just to take it a little farther from what Ric said, obviously preparing to do something like this, or even if we go back 4 years ago when we started with the original Wizarding World of Harry Potter, a lot of thought, a lot of research went into everything we did to develop all of the different recipes that we're serving, from the butter beer right on through to the bangers and mash and everything along the way. And here at the Leaky Cauldron, we created 8 new dishes here that we only featured here, and a bunch of great new exciting drinks that we have right here on the table also. And the only thing that we're repeating between the 2 lands is the fish and chips, which we must because it is such a staple and such a great item, which we have right here. Everything up here has been glazed a little bit, so it's a little bit more photogenic, but we're going to give you a taste of all of these things very, very shortly. I think you'll really enjoy what you're going to taste. But all of the things that we worked on, we really truly tried to make sure that we were using we start with the proper ingredients, and the cheeses on our platter are all imported from Great Britain. The bangers are a recipe created by, a recipe that you would expect to find right in Great Britain. Everything down the line, we took that little bit of time and patience, sourced out the proper ingredients, and put together a good combination of flavors on each plate to give you a good, authentic meal, and all of our guests will be able to enjoy and feel like they've been immersed into all of what this is.
Thank you, Chef. We have time for a question or 2 before the really important thing happens. Do you guys have anything you'd like to ask? Just go back there. Sure. Thanks, Coach.
The green fishy ale, fishy green ale.
Fishy green ale.
Yeah, is that going to be the signature drink? And can you describe some of the ingredients, including, is there chai tea and tapioca balls?
Okay, a little comment on what it is. If you taste it, you'll get a nice, refreshing flavor of some mint in it, okay? And the fish eggs in it are full of a wonderful blueberry flavored type of liquid. So as you drink them, they pop in your mouth, and the acidity of the blueberry fluid inside of them kind of goes along with the sweetness of the overall drink to give you kind of a well-balanced, refreshing drink. Obviously, fishy green ale, coming right out of the fictions, we wanted to make it green, we wanted to make it kind of that fishy look with the eggs in it. I think we came up with something really, really cool.
Thank you, Chef. Other questions?
I'll ask this question, and it's always one that they hate, because I ask them to choose from the children what's their favorite, but I don't know if I can try all the food. Is there one in particular that you would say you must try? Or what's your absolute favorite one?
What's my
Your
favorite
favorite
meal?
meal one?
What's my favorite meal?
Leaky Cauldron.
I'm a kid at heart, so macaroni and cheese, but no, gosh, you know, looking at it all over, I think they're all great in their way. I think the Plowman's platter is to me, it's very representative of what Leaky Cauldron is. Leaky Cauldron was meant to be kind of a pub, so if you come in here for lunch or an early evening meal, you know, you get the Plowman's platter. It has, you know, 9, 10 different ingredients on it, components, I should say, on it. So you get a little bit of everything, a lot of different kind of flavors. It has Scotch eggs, which, you know, definitely represent that part of the world very well. Branston pickle relish, a nice beet salad, Brie, great English cheeses, some nice peasant bread, and roasted tomatoes, all to kind of enjoy it all together. I think that's a great dish. Another great dish, I think, on the table, the pies, and you know, the fact that the fisherman's pie is wonderful. You know, we have the cottage pie, which is all beef. Over in the Wizarding World, we have the shepherd's pie, which has a little bit of lamb notes in the back of it. Here we did a combination of the cottage and the fisherman's pie, so you get to try a little bit of the best of both. And we like to include a lot of salads. If you look on the table, there's vegetables and salads, and that's very important to us because we want to give you a very well-balanced meal. And you know, we think about our children, so we've got some wonderful light meals here, and they're very low in calories. Just to stay sensitive to that. And again, we also add in a couple of really cool desserts. My favorite is our chocolate potted cream, and you know, with a close second to a nice warm, this one here, the nice warm triple hoppy pudding, and crackersham here, which is kind of a Scottish version of a trifle with a little bit of oats in it, and there's a little effort, a little flavor of whiskey in it, but all the liquor's been cooked out, so it's good for everybody. You know, a lot of fun things, a lot of neat fun things. Bangers and mash are killer.
So I think you need your own reality show. You did it really well. Rick, I'm going to put you on the spot today. Your favorite dish is
Choking hole. Have you ever heard of that before? It's a great dish. It's fun to eat. It's very, very delicious. You put a little gravy on it if you want. You know, it's a couple of small sausages baked inside of yours with pudding. And I haven't really had it very much, you know, prior to this. And what Chef and his culinary team pulled together, it's just a fun. If I want to feel good, I come in and I have a butterbeer and I have a choking hole. And I'm happy.
Dwayne, I want to know this.
I'd like to know a little bit about the development of butterbeer ice cream, and was it an outgrowth of frozen butterbeer, or what's the story there?
Well, the story there is as we were developing foreign dishes, and we were trying to figure out the different kinds of flavors and different kinds of interesting things that we could do. And we had been so successful with the regular butterbeer and the frozen butterbeer, we thought we'd give it a try to see if we could create an ice cream that had a butterbeer flavor to it. Knowing it would be a different consistency, and knowing that it would be, you know, ice cream as opposed to a drink itself, we worked very hard on it. It's basically the same ingredients, just put together a little bit differently to make ice cream out of it. So it became a natural outgrowth of, can we do something like that? And it's even a little bit more of a dessert.
So if you keep talking and asking questions and want to learn more, we can eat, but we'll take one more question. Thank you.
Recently, we found out my 12-year-old daughter is gluten intolerant, so it's something we have to be very conscious of now when I take her to theme parks and sort of limits what we actually have to do. Will you be offering something of that nature? Because obviously she's not the only one that has to do with it, but it's something personal.
Well, you know, overall at Universal Orlando, we try to address allergy issues. We try to take a look at offering alternative cuisine that would be more on the lighter side, salads, vegetables, things like that. We even have kosher meals on request. If they go to guest services, let us know in advance. We can have that available. Gluten sensitivity is becoming more and more mainstream in America, and we're looking at that overall throughout our parks and try to offer offerings throughout the park. You know, if we go go out to our new restaurant in City Hall called Vivo. We already have gluten-free pasta in there, or we're developing a gluten-free dough to make pizzas in our Revit oven, which is to come soon. In the wizarding world, you know, this type of cuisine is not friendly to being non-gluten with the different components of it, but, you know, we certainly can create something with what we have. If someone was to say to us, we're gluten-free, we have a gluten-free allergy, can you do something for us? And we certainly can put together a modified plowman splatter that probably would meet those needs or something like that, yes. You know, of course, you know, like for example, the cottage pie is topped with mashed potatoes, it's a savory beef, and we're making sure not to put anything into that part of it so that it would be so it would be gluten-free. So we're trying to deal with that and address that wherever we can as we continue forward through all of the work of all our results.
So, thank you, Rick, thank you, Chef.